Yo, what's going on? It's your boy M.I. Sizzle in the building. Hope everybody's having a pretty good day this Sunday evening. Uh, Listen, we're going to be getting into the second portion of our discussion, in which we talk about the two most important things in fighting games. And today, what we're going to be talking about is none other than execution. All right, execution is amongst one of the most important things you'll ever see or ever have to deal with in a fighting game. When it comes down to it, sorry about that, y'all. When it comes down to it, one of the most important things we have to look forward to in fighting games. And I bring y'all over here to your favorite streamer's face. All right, what's happening with you? We're gonna get into talking about one of the most important things that we talked about last week. That was adaptation. All right, adaptation, very important when you're trying to get into competitive fighting games. You really want to get really good at a game. That is something that is going to carry you more than anything else, right? Adaptation, very, very important. The second portion is going to be execution. Now, what is the difference between adaptation and execution, right? Well, we're going to take a look at that today. We're going to talk about that. And we're going to bring to close this conversation about the two most important things in fighting games. According to me, somebody else might have a different perspective, but from my perspective, these two things, they trump all other aspects of learning a game, right? Because they're kind of inclusive of almost all other aspects. You can't get to these aspects without learning a lot about the game. So let's get into it. Take you here to the game. What's going on with you, Jumanji? How you doing out there, man? What's going on with your doggy sandwich? Glad to have you guys out here. Today we're going to be talking about the importance of execution. Shout out to everybody that's out here kicking it with your boy today. Y'all know how we get down out here in these streets. And of course, we say what's up to you, Jumanji, out on the ones and twos. If I can get them over here. There we go. Jumanji in the building. All right. With no further ado, let's get into it, man. Let's see what we got to talk about here. Now, bring that up a little bit. Yo, Big Boss Juice is in the building. What's happening, Juice? Just getting back in town. Listen, we're glad to have you here. Yo, good job out there, player. Good job. Now, what we're going to talk about is adaptation and execution. Last week when we talked about adaptation is knowing what they want to do and when they want to do it. Knowing what your opponent wants to do and when they want to do it, right? Now, that's a very important skill, right? Very important skill to have. Because if you know what they want to do and when they want to do it, all you have to do is fill in the blanks with today's topic, which is execution. Execution being doing what you want to do when you want to do it, all right? Now, so many times, people have a very streamlined idea of execution. So, what are the areas of execution where execution can apply, right? What are the areas that execution applies? Well, we're going to take a look at that. One of the main areas when we think about execution, most people think about execution for combos, right? Properly doing your combos. But we're going to take a different look at execution, right? We're going to look at execution for the 4 pillars of execution, right? The 4 fundamental pillars of execution. Now, let me give you a good example of something that is the first pillar that we're going to talk about when we're talking about in Tekken or in any game really is your movement. Movement is always going to be very important. The reason movement is so important is because it sets up a lot of the situations that allow you to get to the other access to the other pillars of execution, right? The 4 pillars that we're going to talk about today are going to be movement, punishment, accurate attack or move inputs, and combos, right? All right, so if y'all have a pen, pencil, you might want to write that down, right? It's going to be on the YouTube channel. I guess y'all can always go back to it, but that's going to be movement, punishment, accurate input, right? Accurate input, and then combo, accurate move input, all right? And then we're going to put combo is the last of the group, right? So when we think about movement, right, a lot of us think of movement as not an execution thing, but it is very much an execution thing. How so? Well, let's take a look, right? We're going to go to a character like, say Haram, all right? All right, when we think about execution and movement, the reason execution is so important when it comes to movement, right, is because it is the thing that is going to create a situation where you can get to things like punishment, right? How could you ever get to punishment if you never were able to move properly and get in a situation where you could punish properly, right? So let's look at a few areas of movement. The first area of movement is doing what you want to do when you want to do it in the neutral, right? So let's say we set this situation up and I say, hey, this character likes to do, this person likes to jab and do down forward 1, right? I want to get away from that. Well, a way I can get away from that is I could step it or I could attack it out, right? But we're going to deal with movement only, not putting in button inputs, right? So let's look at our first option, is moving. Now, while that's moving out of the way of that, right? No problem. We're getting out of the way very easily. However, did you see that? Now I want you to see something. I'll put on these inputs so you can see why it is important. So if we look, let's exit all the way out. There we go. Oh, we should have went forward. Okay. Now I'm going to do a sidestep here, right? If I input my sidestep properly, it's going to allow me to get out of the down forward 1. But if I input it incorrectly, you'll see that I'll still sidestep, but I'll get hit. Did you see that? That is the difference between inputting and misinputting, having incorrect execution. Mistiming your sidestep could be the difference between you getting out of a move and getting hit by the move, right? So that's one area in which movement can be very important. It's one of the main areas, right? Also, being able to do these things while on the fly, right? So having to understand that sometimes there are situations where you don't have the ability to move as freely. Let's take a look at this. Haran's going to do his down 3-4, and then he's going to do another down 3-4. Well, no, is that what I want to do? And we're going to do that down 4-4. All right, now let's look at what happens when we do down 4-4 in this situation. Down 4-4. If I try to step it, I get hit, correct? Let's cleaning me every time. Now let's look at this. Let me get him on the other side. If we see that in this situation, there's nothing we can do here, right? The only thing we can hope to do is block. There's nothing we can do about this. We could low jab him. No, I don't think you can low jab him either. I think that's uninterruptible on hit. Let me make sure I don't have a counter hit on, because that jump would make a major difference. All right, so once you get hit by this, you pretty much got to eat that move, right? So then what'll happen is people will try to be slick, and they'll try to go for things like this. Oops. They'll go for that, right? Now, guess what'll happen when you do this, right? Now you have the option of attacking back, but we're not dealing with attacks. We want to get away from it. Oh no, you can't even get away from it that way. You gotta. All right, did you see that? That was a very quick sidestep into a duck. Now, what is the purpose of the sidestep into the duck? It's very, very difficult. You see that me trying to sidestep too late and getting hit? That's what an improper input would look like, right? This is why execution is very important, because just something as small as that is making it where I can't get out of the way and block in time. So let's look at why would I want to do that, right? No, my bad. Oh, I hate this shrunk so much. All right, there we go. Now we look at this, and we got a mid to mix it up with, right? Can't do nothing. Either step. This is all keeping us locked into place. Now let me show you something that a lot of us may run into. Now all of those moves, because we had frame disadvantage, it was far too much for us to ever get away from. So what we would think about in this situation is, okay, what about when somebody transitions into this stuff? So if somebody does 1, 2, 1, 2. Oh, that's not the right one. Oh, it was too bad. All right. There we go. So let's say we're playing a Haram player. He wants to go into this stance. This is a whole point of our execution. Doing what you want to do. Obviously, I'm not doing what I want to do. There we go. That's what we're looking to do. And then we did that somehow. Jesus Christ. How am I doing that? I'm not pressing down forward, I'm pressing down. This is a great example in why execution is so important. If I was doing that move and not trying to do it and they blocked it, that would be unsafe, right? So let's take a look at it one more time. Oh my God. Motherfucker is forward. All right, there we go. So once again, when we look at execution and we look at somebody trying to mix you up with the same stuff, right? The same things that we were trying to get away from. Oh my fucking God. That's not what I'm trying to do. There we go. All right, so that's what you're going to be trying to get away from, right? Now, if you can properly execute your movement, you'll be able to get away from both of these options. You'll see how the mid is missing, the low is missing, correct? And the mid is missing. Now, what happens if I do it too late? If I try to step too late, both of these options will hit me. I can't get away from it. But if I do it immediately, I can punish both options. This is why movement, the execution of movement, is so important, right? Because now I have turned a situation that was a mix-up into a non-mix-up. Now this person has to try to do something extra to stop me, right? What's going on with everybody out there, man? What's going on with your Tony Matt? What's going on with your RDM? What's happening with your player? So this is one of the reasons why execution is one of the more important things. And movement opens the door for our next situation that we're going to talk about. And that's going to be punishment. See, being able to punish correctly is another aspect of execution that a lot of people don't think about when they think about execution, right? So let's look at this situation again. If I can move when I want to move, but I can't execute my punishment correctly, you see what happens? He blocks, right? Or I get counter hit because I'm not doing the right timing. So now, not only do I need to execute properly with my movement, but I also need to make sure that when I try to go for my punishment, it's going to punish. So let's see, let's make sure that this info is on. I think this is, you know, I don't even think we need all that. Just needed to say punish. Is it going to say punish? Okay. So in this situation, you saw that, how that punished? Being ready in all facets, that is very important for execution. Knowing when you can move, knowing what moves can punish what, and then actually being able to pull out the punishment on time. This is something that is a portion of execution that a lot of people overlook, right? We all think about making sure you can do down forward two to electric. We all think about doing a taunt jet upper. But do we think about the small things like this? Being able to get away from a mix-up and properly punish the mix-up as needed. Doing so creates a lot of situations where now your opponent has to second guess, and then you, as a player, put in a lot of consideration for what you want to do. And this is why I say these two things are the most important. You can't get to these portions without a lot of practice, right? Without understanding the characters and what they like to do, understanding the frames and how the game works. So there is a lot that comes before you get to become a master of execution and become a master of adaptation. But if you can manage to get to the portion where you can start adapting to what's going on and you can start executing, if you can get those two things down pat, I promise you, all of fighting games, this applies to every fighting game, they become 100 times easier. Not 50 times easier. It's not 2 times easier. They become 100 times easier. Because now when I'm in this situation, I know that I have to limit this person to doing certain things. And if they attempt to try something outside of the scope, as long as my information, my inputs are correct and on time, I will always be able to beat this person out in this situation. Therefore, creating a situation where this person no longer wants to use the moves that they want to use, right? That is very important when it comes to trying to set the pace, the pace of the match in the way that you want it set, right? You don't want to be constantly chasing somebody else's game plan. You want to be instituting your game plan as much as possible, right? So let's look at something else that coincides with this situation when we're talking about execution. So pillar 1 was movement. Movement got us out of the way of the moves that we needed to get out of the way of, right? Whether that's backdashing properly. So let's take a look at that. Let's say I want to see this in another format. Maybe I don't want to use that particular format. Maybe I want to make sure my backdash game is good. So then they go, they try to do it down 4-1. Let me do it fast, right? Now I want to make sure that I can punish that, all right? If I know exactly what I'm getting away from, I can do a harder punish. You see that? If that's very intentional gameplay. So knowing that if I backdash at the proper time and at the proper spacing, because up close, I can still get this, right? But I have to backdash immediately to get that. If I backdash too slow, I won't get away, or I won't be able to punish fast enough, right? Because if I punish too slow, he's able to block again. So let's do that again in real time. See if you do it improperly, but properly he will not be able to punish. That's probably only a 2-frame difference right there. There's probably 2 frames of difference between me for where he could block and where he can't block. You see that? Something that simple makes a lot of difference. This is why execution becomes very important in the punishment phase. Because messing up your punishment right here, first off, not being able to move when you want to move keeps you locked in a situation that you end up having to guess again. Where you were in a situation, where you could have been in a situation where you were being rewarded. That is what primarily the most important aspect of using your movement and doing it on time when you want to do it, right? Now, punishing on time is the second portion. Now, when we see punishment, you have a lot of different punishers you can use, right? A lot of the times, when it's a situation like this, I tell people to use faster punishers with less reward, but more likely to punish, right? In my class, when I teach in TTU, we go over a thing called responding versus reacting. In some situations, you have no choice but to react. In other situations, you get the opportunity to respond. We're not going to go deep into that today, but there is definitely a difference in how you punish and what you choose to punish with. Right? So in this situation, when we're going to try to use our movement, if we are going to move, we need to move with a purpose, and we need to punish properly. You can get a hop kick in this situation if you backdash in a properly, right? The proper frames, and you punish on the proper frames. But that then requires you to put the input in correctly, right? So what happens if I put my input in incorrectly? Boom. Now I'm getting punished. You see? In that situation, I punished. I input it improperly. I waited too long. I got punished. They ducked my high. I got punished. So now where I'm supposed to be at the advantage, I'm possibly losing my life because this person's ducking my high and killing me, launching me. They turned their misfortune into a fortune for themselves, or my misfortune into a fortune for themselves. Basically, my garbage turned into, their treasure. So when we think about it in this fashion, you can see why execution becomes a very, very important aspect of the game, right? Because what good does it do me to know what you're going to do and when you're going to do it if I can't capitalize on it? I know he's going to do down 4-1, but if I can't capitalize on it, then it's of no use to have the knowledge, right? I need to be able to capitalize. I need to have that knowledge of what they want to do and when they want to do it, and then do what I want to do when I want to do it. So that is the third portion of execution that is very, very important, right? That is accurate inputs of your moves. Now, another portion that comes into place with punishment is knowing when and when not to swing, right? So how does that work? Well, let's look at this. We're going to look at this move here. You got that. Sorry. We're going to finish the string out. The reason we're going to finish it out is because it's going to show us something. Did it wrong. Why is this trying to be so difficult? It ain't that hard of a move. There we go. All right, so you got that move there, right? And then you have this move. And then you have this move. All right, so in these situations, let's look at our first move. We know that we're dealing with a low high. If I do while standing 4, I can punish that, right? But what happens if I try to do something bigger than while standing 4? If I'm on point, I can punish that in between. What if I need to try to do something bigger, right? What happens if I block both of those? If I block both, I can't interrupt. So now I have to make sure that my inputs are correct. Because if I try to block in the wrong area, now I'm looking at a situation where I'm getting tore up. So is there anything that can be done about this? Well, let's take a look at this. Oh no, check us out. So now, if I try to punish this, I'm getting killed. I have to be very precise with my punisher to stop that transition from happening. Very precise, like one frame, or if I do it too fast, I get hit by the high move. You see that right there? I'm getting hit because I'm trying to do my move too fast. If I do it too slow, I get hit by that move. There is a very precise timing to punishing this to get a counter hit off of that. Look at that. Look how hard that is to do. Now we've seen it happen. There we go, right there. Look how precise you have to be in order to punish this situation. That's very, very tight. This is what I'm saying. When it comes to execution, that made the difference between you getting hit and them losing about 70 damage, right? Now this person if I could do damn last portion of the pillars of execution, which is execute your goddamn combos, then you wouldn't have, this person would be losing that much health. They lost 77 damage because I executed properly. But if I execute improperly, right? Now I'm on the, look at the, now I can't even get away from this junk. I got to just block again. Look at that. I can't do nothing. What about if they finish it with this, right? Oh no, I want to record. I just want to go to the right thing. Look at that. If I go too late, now I have they have the option of going high and stopping me. Look at that. Look at how ridiculous it is. Now I have to do things that will not allow me to get through there and kill them. So now I have to wait for all of that to happen, right? Oh, but if I wait, I get hit by that anyway. So what do I do in this situation? Well, now I have to know the proper punishers. The thing that can't be beat out. This right here. Now that's very easy in practice mode when I know this is coming. But what about when I don't know it's coming? And I have to just do it on the drop of a dime, right? Most of the time you're not even going to duck that in time unless you just is already down there. And then you got to do your while standing 4, because you do anything else, you're not likely to punish it in time. This is why this stuff becomes very important, right? Very, very, very important. Execution, when it comes to movement and punishment, are all, I would say they're almost the most important things when it comes to execution. Third in place is accurate inputs, right? You don't want to be trying to do while standing 4 in this situation, right? And mess around and stand up and do standing 4. Because you tried to get up too fast. You tried to do your input too fast. You don't want to input your move too slow and get hit by something because you're too worried about what's coming next, right? All of these things are input situations, right? These are all execution errors. Everything about this is an execution error. If you do this correctly, it will never fail you. Never. There's nothing they could do to stop you from hitting them out of this, provided you do it correctly. They try to go for the armor move, getting beat out. They try to finish the string, they're going to get beat out. They try to do the high move, they're going to get beat out. They try to do any of the stuff while standing 4 is beating it out. But you have to be precise with your while standing 4, or you could end up losing a lot of damage for trying to punish properly but putting in the wrong input. This is what makes execution a very vital aspect of playing not just Tekken, any fighting game. You know, if you were to take this to Street Fighter and there's a crucial situation where you could possibly do a dragon uppercut out of a move, out of a string, but if you mess around and press a light punch, you might get comboed. Well, it's no different here, right? It's just your inputs are a little bit different. So that brings us to our last portion, accurate inputs into combos. Why is it so important? Why is it so important for a person to get their combos correct, right? Well, let's take a look at this. All right, we're gonna go to another character. I want you to see just how important it is that you make sure that your combos land, right? Make sure that your execution is where it needs to be, because a lot of the times what people will do is they'll go for the hardest combo that gives the most damage, but a lot of the times it might just be more beneficial for you to go for the easy combo and then instead get the light damage and stay alive than go for the hard combo only to get tech rolled and killed, right? In Tekken, at least. You know, in other games, dropping your combo might end up with you getting a free grab put on you. It might end up with you having all kind of situations happen, right? So let's take a look at this, right? We'll go to Heihachi. And we'll go with maybe King. All right, there we go. Something that is very vital. You know, when we think about it, combos, everybody thinks about combo execution because they want to get the damage. A lot of people think about combo execution and the damage that it brings, right? Hey, I want to do this big combo. I want to take all of your damage, right? Well, let's look at something slight, right? Slight combos. We're not even going to talk about in-air combos. Let's look at this combo situation. Dang, I think I did it wrong. Yeah, I did. And we're going to look at a situation that could be dire for a person, right? Be dire for them just for a small execution error. Just a small execution error. This is not even a hard situation. But if you miss it, it could mean a lot. So let's say, for instance, we got we got 4-4, right? Into down forward 1-2. Now this is a natural combo if an opponent is crouching. So let's take a look at it. I could not block that. If you want proof, let's put on the where's the opponent display settings. Let's put on the CPU's attack data, right? So you can see this. That's a 3-hit combo. Can't do nothing about it. Now, if I'm in here playing and I miss this slightly, right? Check this out. You almost can't tell the difference between which one is which. Do you know when it's a combo versus when it's not a combo? Check it out. Look at that. That looked almost exactly the same. That's probably a 1 frame difference. That looked almost exactly the same. But guess what? That's a major problem. Why is that a major problem? Well, against King, this might not be a big deal, right? Because it's minus 14. So let's cut on these all right, we're going to put on the info so you can see. That's a minus 13 frame attack, right? Now, versus King, this is not that big a deal. I mean, that could be the difference between you winning the match and losing the match because that's 20 damage. But that's not a major deal. Let's take a look at this, though, and why this stuff is so important. What wasn't a problem against King becomes a major problem versus Kazuya. This becomes a very, very big problem against a character like Kazuya. Why would it be a problem against him and not King, right? Well, let's take a look. When you look at it from this aspect, this is all real-time stuff. You saw that punish? Now, what was your 59 damage just easily became his 57 damage. Just easily became his 57 damage. I didn't even do a gross combo. I did the most basic combo I could think to do. And I mustered up 57 damage. Who knows what the highest combo is that Kazuya can do? You know, you got some crazy combos. I ain't no Mishima player. Well, I can't say that. I ain't a Mishima main. That is amazing. And kind of sad. The fact that you made a 1 frame error on something that was supposed to be guaranteed. You lost 60 damage. 60 damage. For what reason? For no reason other than you didn't execute your inputs correctly. Right? You didn't perfectly set up your combo. So let's look at another situation, right? Why would you choose to do the easy combo versus the hard combo? Well, let's look at this. Let's say I want to go for a big combo, right? I want to go for electric, and I want to do back forward 2-3 into some hell sweeps into an uppercut. Well, first I gotta do a damn uppercut. Now let's say that this combo all right. Now that works, right? That's gonna work every single time. Should work every single time. Nothing to worry about. Now check this out. Trying to figure out how I could get this to hit me from a different distance. I can't get it to work. There we go. That's still gonna work. I'm trying to get this to hit me from a different distance because this doesn't work at all distances. All right. I should have to do a jab first. I can't get that jump to miss. So while standing 1+1 2 down forward 3. I don't know what it is. While standing 1-2. That ain't no move. While standing 1-2. I don't know what the hell that is. I got something easier. Oh, okay, sorry. All right, so we're gonna look at this again. We're gonna look at that same combo, but we're gonna intentionally fuck it up because I want to show you the difference of why sometimes it's just better to go for the easy combo. Did I fuck it up? I think I did. But anyway. All right, now let's look at this. We don't know which one he's gonna do, right? He might do it correctly. He might do it incorrectly. Now, this is not gonna be a major deal, except for when you start to look at it, it becomes a problem. Provided he ever fuck up. What we want to see happen is we want to see him miss the last part and see if we can punish him for doing so. This motherfucker gonna always do the good one. And fuck up sometime, bro. Hey, listen, bro, you gotta fuck up sometime, bro. We trying to make a point here. There we go. A situation like that, right? Not a very big deal, except for it was a very big deal. The reason it was a very big deal is because it allowed us to get punishment. Have I ever heard the term let it go? Yes, that's kind of what this is. Sometimes you just gotta let it go. What I mean by that is, and I don't know the term that you're using, but what I mean by that is, sometimes you just don't go for the big shit. You see some shit going wrong? That's a great example. Let me go and get this man right here, because that was a great example. And why the importance of what we're talking about right now. Let me go get this man Kazuya. Because this happens to people all the time. And people don't understand that sometimes if you don't feel your execution is slapping on 100, then you probably should just let that shit ride. All right, do the easy combo. I do that with King all the time. I don't feel like I'm gonna do my forward 1 combos. I'll just take the less damage for the surefire combo, and I'll take my chances on Oki. Right? Why would you do something like that, Mike? Because if you have a situation like this, where you think you just know you're gonna hit this combo, I just know I'm gonna hit that shit every single time. I never miss that shit. And then you have this situation. Look at that. Because you wanted to go for the big boy combo. You got hop kicked in the back. Now what happened there? Look at this. Every time. Now let's make sure that this is not just because this just don't work. Now how is that possible, right? How is it possible that that didn't work this time? It worked that time. Something very subtle changed, right? Something very subtle changed. Now, mind you, we only have the same combos being done. Just so you know, this is the only combo being done. The computer can't fuck this up, right? Oh, but they can. You was about to kill me. Instead, you got hit with a rage drive in the back. Oh, how you do King rage art? Oh, I ain't even got rage on. But you see my point here. Something that you didn't even have to time it incorrectly, right? Because obviously the timing isn't changing. But not inputting your combo in correctly could be the difference between you living and dying. And who knows what could change that, right? Just something very simple. That's why you don't want to always go for things that are max damage if they have any kind of situation to them, right? If they're situational in any facet, you don't want that to be the case. Because now this character is just missing this junk every single time. But we know the combo works. There's no reason this combo shouldn't work. It definitely worked when we tried it. Look at that. this man ain't hit this combo since. But he went for the hardest combo. I mean, it probably ain't the hardest combo, but it worked that time. Now look at that. Look how ridiculous this is. Now the computer can drop the combo. What make you think it's not important for you to understand how your execution works? Execution is a very, very important aspect of this game and of every game. But this is the portion that I think most people think about when they think about execution. And this is only the last line of defense. But even with this being the last line, you need to understand that sometimes you need to just go for something a little bit easier, right? You don't always have to go for the big boy. All right, sometimes you can say, listen, I don't want to lose the match, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do the easiest combos. I'm gonna do the easiest combo, period. Right? I'm gonna do BM 65 damage. Right? For 65 damage versus how much should this take? I forgot how much this one took. It might have took like 70 something damage. I can't even get this motherfucker to hit me with this shit correctly. Well, I don't even know how to get hit by this damn combo. Well, is there anything that can make me get hit by this damn combo? Shit. This motherfucker just got to be a perfect ass combo. There we go. Golly. I don't even know how to get hit by this. There we go. Let's see if this will work. Boy, nothing working. I don't even know how I got that combo to work. Nothing is working, dog. Jesus Christ. There we go. All right, so we can get 74 damage. All right. We can get 74 damage on a combo that might get us killed. Or we can go for the easy mode and take 65 damage. Never fuck it up. I don't even think it's possible to fuck this up other than just inputting it wrong. This shit is working off this. Oh. We said it, and then guess what happened? Motherfucker fucked it up. What's the penalty? Oh, okay, he got it that time. What's the penalty for him fucking up? This seems to be pretty consistent. Uh-oh. Jesus Christ. This thing got the most inconsistent combos I ever seen. How your combo work half the time? Well, listen, in this situation, what you're doing is you're attempting to try to create a situation where you have the least amount of possible errors. Because if you go for that big boy combo and you fuck it up, right? I get the tech roll and kill you. If you fuck up the easy combo, you might just end up having to block something. You might not even end up in any situation where, you know, it's anything detrimental happens to you. Well, you might just end up having to be at negative frames. Yo, Enigmas, Destiny, appreciate the sub.
I goofed on time the other day. I'll be back in ATL soon. I need to get my ass beat for a while.
Okay, cool. Well, we looking forward to it, player. All right, so these are the reasons these are very important. We're gonna take it into the gaming arena, right? And we're gonna actually try to test this out. We're gonna look at some times and how this works when you mess up execution, how detrimentally it can be in various situations. It can be the difference between you winning a match, losing a match. I'm sure you've all had this situation happen where you were up 2 and you was about to win the third round, was about to no-round brown them. You know what I'm saying? You was about to get them up out of there. And then, you know, your combo dropped. Or you made a mistake and fucked something up one time. And then because you fucked up that one time, they got up, they launched you, they took you across the stage, they killed you. Then you lost 3 rounds straight. This happens all the time. And we talk about this in my class, how you get over that, how do you defeat that kind of situation. But here we're just only going to talk about execution and the effects of the execution. You know, how important it is. We want to see what execution looks like. We saw what adaptation looked like last time, right? We were able to call out what the players wanted to do. We were also able to properly execute so that we could take advantage of those call outs. Let's see if we can do so today. And if you'd like to donate to the stream, you can hit us via the donate link, or you can hit us on the Cash App directly. Also follow us on Twitter at Tek N House, at TKN_house, or follow us on YouTube at TKN House. Oh, we got us a King player out here. Look at that. Look at that. What these King players be out here, ain't they? They out here today. They be out here. The game is to be sold, not to be told, okay? And here I am out here telling it. All right, let's get it. Let's get it. Another portion of executing we didn't talk about was like throw breaking, right? Making sure. Now, okay, that was the first execution error on my behalf. I tried to go for the throw. The just frame, missed the just frame and lost a lot of damage. So now I'm in a situation where I'm down some, where I shouldn't be down some. Execution error, he got a free get up kick. These are small execution errors that could cost you a lot. All it would take here, execution error in blocking, and guess what happened? I got hit by forward 1. Now it's a proper throw break, so we didn't lose any health. Proper movement, keeping us from running into anything. All right, that was proper spacing. Miss input. Now look at that. Miss movement, got hit by something. Proper execution of movement, and I was able to avoid and punish. Good. There we go. There we go. Got him to do it. Got him to kill himself. Right? All right, let's look. All right, so he likes to finish this string. Didn't think I would finish the combo online. Went for the lesser damage. Improper punish, but I got something, right? What we did notice, adaptation-wise, is that every time we swing, every time we dash forward, he swing at us, right? He want to keep us out. Now, hopefully he gonna stay. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully he'll stay here with us. Normally, oh, hold on, dog.
Why are you running? Why are you running?
Somebody let me know why that nigga's gone, bro. What happened to him? What happened? Bro, this is not even goddamn rank match. This is player match, dog. Where you going? Oh my God, dog. And he on Wi-Fi. He could have been throwing. He want to dip. Also, movement and executing correctly, right? So when we think about execution, when you go to execute, oh, this is him again. Let's see if he knows it's me. You on PS4 right now? Get on the PS4. We might can do it. Oh, he ran back into us.
Got him! Got him!
Nigga thought he was getting away from us, bro. No. We got your ass, bro. Don't worry about a goddamn thing. No, I don't care. This is a teaching thing anyway. Yeah, he looking up, bro. He like, bro, I don't even know. I didn't know I was about to get into this shit right here. Who is this guy? Got his ass. All right, so let's see if we can. Oh, good execution on his behalf. He could have fucked up and did while standing too. Bad execution on his behalf. Now here, there's a good situation right there for me to go ahead and look at the landscape and realize, hey, it's probably better to just do the easy stuff, because if I kind of go for the hard shit, not only might I miss it, but also it would have put me in a situation where the wall would not have been my friend. He attempted it. Go for the easy. Get the damage. Put him in a bad position. Oh, nice. No, I ain't ducking, bro. I ain't ducking, bro. Ducking is not happening here. Now you saw there, right? I got an opportunity to finish that string off and get extra combo damage. But I decided, you know what? I didn't know if I was going to finish it. I would just rather be safe and not finish it and take the little damage and put him in a bad situation. And you notice there, my backdash was there because I knew he was going to swing when I came in. Was able to respond instead of react. Oh, he back. Oh, he said, all right. He wants some of this. Boy, we already know.
Boy, you ain't got drive like that.
He ain't got no goddamn drive like that. He gonna stay in here with us like he gonna run wild? Let's see if we can make sure he learns something today. All right? Maybe somebody get him on the stream. All right? He can learn about himself. He can see what it feels like to run up on somebody who's properly executing and adapting to everything that he's doing. Currently, there we go. Proper execution. Now look at the situation. Nice. Uh-oh. Improper punish. Improper execution. Go ahead. Get the easy combo. Put the chest on him. Now that was an improper punish by myself because I didn't duck the high on time. Almost got hit by it. No, sir. Nice. I don't know if he knew to do the just frame. There we go. Improper. There we go. Improper execution. Could have cost us. Woo. Improper execution did cost us that time. Nice. 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 Yeah, the chest Pump is plus 3. Nice. Now here we have a situation where could have done a little bit better. Oh, look at him. Oh, look at him. Look at him. All right. We got to make sure we don't have any more mistakes out there, right? Nice. Wise on him to go for the easy combo. Oh, sir. Oh, improper stun punch. Now look, that was a great example. Now we still fighting this man where he should already be dead. We had to go through 2 more situations of having to fight this person where they should have already been dead because of improper execution. That's how important execution can be. It don't even matter that I had the right read. If I don't execute properly, it does not matter about what read that I have. All right, we're noticing he's like the stepping back after he does his moves. Got him. We got him, boys. Get his ass up out of here, okay? Oh, he stayed around. Okay. He stayed around. I fucks with it. You know what I'm saying? Now, if you can see how these things happen, right? You can see how these things are put into place. You can start looking at your own gameplay through these focal lenses, right? Like I said, if you go back and you check on YouTube, we had the whole situation where we're talking about adaptation and what it looks like to adapt. Here, we're going to focus mainly on the mistakes that we've made, right? And only we're talking about the input mistakes. Now, this is not something you all can see, but I'm going to talk you through the mistakes that I know that I'm making. There you go. Smart. Oh. Woo, nice. And here we go. Once again, a couple mistakes left him alive to kill us. Keep it easy. Keep it easy. Easy work. Now, if I was really ready, he would have been dead already because I would have hop kicked him, right? If I was really ready in that situation, I would have been able to kill him and finish him off already. Nice. Woo, that was really nice. I don't know why he went for it, but that was really good. Now look at him. Now he's in a compromising position because he fucked up and didn't finish his combo off. Nice. Hope you don't do nothing crazy. He went for something crazy. Lost his life. All right. Miss input. Oh, got him. Easy combo. It's going to get us to the wall anyway. Go for the ground throw. Opportunity to break. We set up for it. That time we were able to respond instead of just reacting. And we responded again instead of just reacting. And we punished properly at all times. And in that situation, it left him in a bad spot, right? now we have him in a situation where he's trying to figure out, like, why is it that I'm constantly losing? He's probably beat himself up in the head. He's like, dang, I fucked up that one combo, man. I fucked up the combo, and then he got up and he was doing all kind of shit to me. Well, that's what happens when you try to go for stuff, or when you make input errors, when you're not very sure of yourself. I tell people all the time, it is better to get less and be sure than to go for more and be uncertain, okay? Because in a situation where you go for less, you're bound to always get what you want, right? There we go. A more proper punish would have been a stun punch, right? We would have had more damage off of him. There we go. We put him in a bad situation, right? How do you control? Well, you don't, right? The way you control that is if you did not mess up your backdash, then he wouldn't be able to punish you, right? He wouldn't be able to punish me if I didn't mess up my backdash. If I did a clean backdash, this game does not allow you. A lot of people don't know this, but you come to the class, you'll learn. There's a lot of things about this particular Tekken that are not like old Tekkens. Getting hit out of your backdash is not even a thing in this game. Anybody tell you that is lying to you, right? They lying to you. They was doing something improper. Now, look at that. Look at the situation we're in because we messed up a combo. We messed up a combo. Now he's got a fighting chance. We messed up a combo again, and he still got another fighting chance. Because if that was Shining Wizard, he would have died. It's subtle things like that. Small things like that that turn the tide on you being able to win or lose. Because if that was a better player, right? You know, if that was a better player, he possibly could have came back from that situation. That's why y'all need to come sign up for TTU. This is why I'm giving y'all small gems, small nuggets, not the full thing. Because when you come to TTU, you'll learn about everything and how this game works. In a very simple way, right? Something that's not very complex. All right, what he's doing, he's failing to adapt, right? So now he's mostly getting beat because not only am I executing, but I'm adapting, which means my execution is going up. But right there, I wasn't ready. Execution was not ready. I didn't do my while standing 4. And now you see what's happening here is I'm in a situation where I don't really have to worry about much because my mind is so focused because I have a good idea of what he's going to do and what he's willing to do, that all I have to do at this point is properly punish and make sure that my execution is A1. So now he's looking for an opening, but because we knew something about him, we used it against him. He liked to spring up. Whoa, how'd I get hit? You know how I got hit? Improper movement. Improper movement is why I got hit right there. Didn't press a button. I moved improperly. And that's those small execution things, you know, the small execution aspects. Faytails, thanks for subscribing over there at YouTube. Much appreciation. Those small aspects, they could change so much of the game. So much of the game. Execution error there. Could have got him a free kick. Could have put it in a situation. Okay, nice, nice. Oh, no sir. Good. Whoa. Okay, well, we just doing all kind of stuff right there, right? That's what kind of exchange it was? You know what I'm saying? That's what kind of exchange we was running up on right there, huh? Hey man, Fay Tales. That's what's supposed to happen when you come in this thing, dog. You're supposed to learn every single time. You know what I'm saying? And all we gonna do over here is
we gonna manifest.
That's right, manifest them dubs. All right, don't worry about a goddamn thing. What's happening with your Tibbs? What's going on with your player? Here we go. Now that was an improper combo, right? But he's already shown us he ain't gonna tech roll. So going for the improper combo, I was able to get a reset. But I didn't do the combo, the reset as I was supposed to. And it gave him an opportunity to get up and try some stuff. So now my health is far less than what it should be. Now he's got an opportunity to try to make a comeback here, right? But he's got to do something drastic. Oh, and he pressed. He pressed. Nice. Okay. Big damage. Chopped his ass up. Sweet. He went for the easy. No, sir. You ain't did your math. Now look at that. Proper punish. Oh, improper combo. Could have got a forward 2-1, put him on the wall, and did something different, right? Oh, improper break. And look at that. All because, what's going on, Armed and Armor? All because an improper break. And guess what happened? He was able to get around, though. Nice. Got him with his own medicine. Proper punish. So now he's gonna try to online me with the lows. Caught you trying to go low. Caught you trying to come low. Bro, I broke that junk again. All right, so he did a. That really was more or less an adaptation than an input situation. There we go. Could have got better. But I took the easy, right? Why did I take the easy? I took the easy because I knew I wanted the damage. Rather than try to stun punch and possibly get the wrong execution out, go ahead and give me the wild standing 2-2. Give me the frames. Give me the damage. It's easy. I know what situation I'm putting the person in. I can think 2 and 3 steps. It gives me a little time to think. And the damage that I lost out on wouldn't have been all that much because he was kind of close to the wall. All right, so all the guaranteed damage wouldn't have really been that much higher. So in that situation, it's better to try to trade that off. Think about it ahead of time, right? All right, we're going to give him one more good game. I'm going to play Joe for a couple matches. Now I got to get ready to go. All right, let's see if he's going to get me up out of there. Is he going to get me up out of there? Punch him in them nuts.
Give me the fucking nuts and the neck. I want it all. The nuts and the neck.
Nice attempt. Oh, missed input by myself. Now look at him. He got a lot more health than he should have. He in a situation he shouldn't be in right now. Because we messed up an input. This match probably would have been over already, but we messed up an input. Execution. Execution on the throw break. Now we're in a situation where basically we might lose this round because we fucked up our execution. We had to fight extra hard because we fucked up execution. All right, now he tripping. Got him. Now we're not gonna probably get a combo for that, so what we're gonna do is that. All right, got him. Good games, my G. Good games, but we gotta go. All right. All right, we're gonna play a few games with our boy Joe. Get it in. Joe, I suspect, is gonna put us under a little bit more pressure than the last guy. So we're gonna see how well can we execute under pressure. All right, Jumanji, you up out of here? Holla at your player. We're gonna see what we could do up against Joe. The Wi-Fi Cali connection. All right. See if we can.
We gonna manifest.
See if we can get these dubs popping. All right. How important is it when somebody will definitely make you put you in high pressure situations? The last guy, he didn't have us in a lot of high pressure situations, so it was very easy to execute most of the time. And even then, we still managed to falter a little bit and not execute correctly in a few situations. That's right. We're going to manifest these dubs, all right? I'm all open for that. Now here we have a situation where he had an opportunity. He had an opportunity to punish us, but he didn't. All right, he did a wild stand on one instead of doing what he could have done. Nice. Nice. All right, Joe is on the move. All right. All right, that was a response. That was a react. Nice. All right, now Joe putting us in a situation where he's not making it very easy for us to have to worry about the moves that we're going to do, right? So now we got to go ahead and try to put hands on him. We got to start not playing his game. We played his game for a lot. So now we need to see what can happen if we can make him play our game. Oh, nice. Oh, man. I don't know if it was the Wi-Fi or what, but we was ready for it. Now, if I was really on my game, I would have just punished that, right? Instead of just doing something because I didn't punish. There we go. That's a great example of what happens when you mess up execution. Now look how much health we just lost in all the situations that we're in because we messed up execution. Went for the big execution because it was going to kill. Went for the big execution there because it was going to kill. Nice. All right, let's see if we can. Oh, ran into it. Nice. Now that could have been a problem, right? What happened if I would have ducked and blocked that? Or possibly got up and low parried? Could have been problematic for our boy Joe. Nice. All right, we got him in between those arms. No, a whiff punish that wasn't, a whiff punish that didn't punish, or a punish that didn't punish. Prime example of what happens when you don't execute properly. Look at that. We lost a whole entire round to some damage that we probably shouldn't have been in, a situation we shouldn't have been in. Right? Should have got our back 1-2, but we did not properly punish. Losing that execution turn gave him an opportunity to punish us, then put us in frame disadvantage, then go for an attack that, you see the cascading effect, right? The cascading effect is you miss something small and it becomes your opponent's advantage. It can sit you into a long string of things. Let's look at the second round. I did the down forward 2-1 combo after I missed the down forward 2-1 combo. He got up with a launcher, took me across the screen, took me to the wall. Those are what we call unearned errors, right? Or unearned rewards, right? He didn't do anything to cause that to happen, but because I fucked up, I gave him a situation where he in turn was able to take advantage, right? So then you have to ask yourself, well, how do you stop those things? That's by making the game simple, right? Being simplistic. That's how you stop a lot of these situations, right? Instead of going for the gusto all the time, sometimes you just got to go for something easy and keep it in your advantage. Keep the ball in your court rather than trying to fight in somebody else's court. Case in point, right? Oh, that's an elbow. That shouldn't work. I guess it ain't an elbow. In this situation, we have a situation here. Oh, nice. Now we could take an L here for faulty execution. Ah, nice, nice. So I think I tried to sidestep that back one and I got hit by it. Nice. Ooh. Improper punishment. Could have got the forward 2-1. Delayed it too much. Was not ready for the punish. Nice. All right, what can we do here? Could have went for a punish, but decided not to because we weren't ready to respond. We got hit by it, ran into it, and here we have it. A situation where we could have won, but we didn't win. And now we still fighting for our life. Woo, nice, nice, nice. Nice work, Joe. Nice work. Now look at those situations there, right? A couple situations of just bad execution leading to bad outcomes. These are things that will happen to you if you don't have your execution all the way up. A lot of times it can be difficult online, but even in those situations, you can kind of get your way through those situations, right? If you know what's going to happen, your execution is probably not going to be the best. It's not going to be as pristine online as it would be offline, but you want to try to mitigate that by understanding the situations that you're in, right? If you can mitigate those things, by understanding the situations, it helps you better understand what is coming and what can come. Now, understanding these situations, right? It made more sense for me to not allow him to be on the attack, right? Because obviously it's going to be more beneficial for him to swing than it is for me to swing and try to guess what he's doing. Now, if I understand these situations better, I don't even really have to swing. Oh, I can't believe I used that move. Execution error got me killed. Prime example, execution error getting you destroyed. Nice. All right, let's see if we can make up for the execution error. We just lost a whole round to one execution error. Just one. But sometimes that's all it takes. Sometimes it don't take a whole lot. Nice. Sometimes all it takes is one. That's why I tell everybody I try to play like I'm trying to get a perfect every game. Nice. Execution error. Execution error again. And those are two execution errors that cost us a match. Now you can see just how important execution is. Beyond doing some combos, right? Beyond the spectrum of combos. Because when it comes to just doing combos, I mean, if you do things incorrectly, you might not even get to do a combo. The combo is the reward for good gameplay. A lot of people don't look at it that way, but that's what it's supposed to be a reward for good gameplay, not for bad gameplay. There we go. We were ready for it that time, and then we killed them. We were ready for the shenanigan that time. Not even the setup. We were ready for the setup that time. And we were able to kill him for it. But that took precision, right? Because it was a very fast recovery move. It was a very fast situation. We had to take all that we could and put it into perspective and then execute properly. Otherwise, we could have ended up like the round before, right? Yo, what's going on with you? Player, what's happening with you out there? Oh, you can't even get your thing to pop up. I gotta fix that. But these are the things that make it very intricate and very important to have good execution, because it does not matter about your adaptation. If we saw once or twice, I blocked a launch punishable move, did not execute my launcher, guess what happened? Continued to have to fight a person that I shouldn't have to fight because I guessed correctly. Nice. Nice. Oh, good stuff, good stuff. All right.
Give me the fucking nuts and the neck. I want it all. What? The nuts and the neck.
Go for the easy mode. Put him in a situation where you got to guess a little bit harder. There we go. Rather than go for the big stuff and miss it, go for the easy mode. Put him in a bad situation. I can't punish this jungle. I guess it's online.
Give me the fucking nuts and the neck. I want it all. What? The nuts and the neck.
Nice. Oh, good stuff. Let him do what he wanted to do right there. He had a lot on his plate. He wanted us to swing immediately. Now we can afford to go for bigger stuff, right? Got a lot of open area, a lot of space. Oh, I guess I just can't punish that shit, right? Good stuff, good stuff. All right. There you go. A missed input, a missed punishment. And look where we're at. Missed input or a missed punishment input. And we ended up eating a whole bunch of mix-ups on what should have been our turn. Nice. Oh, caught him. Now that was more of an adaptation win, right? That was an adaptation win because we knew that he was thirsting for the victory. That's how we won the round before. Or the last round that we won. We won that because he knew he was thirsting for the victory. So he put himself in situations where he kept trying to do moves to catch us swinging. But in desperation, he went to do a sway back. We punished him. In this situation, in a desperation to keep his offense going, because he didn't want to let up on his offense, we knew, oh, he's going to probably try to run over here and finish us off. So if we can manage to spring kick him out of anything that is worth it, at the risk of him probably running over and blocking, but he's not in a situation where he's going to run over and block. Worst case scenario, we're going to trade, and this is going to do enough damage to kill him. Should we trade? But that's more of an adaptation thing. That's not necessarily a portion of execution. Now, what is execution is this, right? Execution is doing the things that I want to do when I want to do them. All right, he wanted to kill himself. He went for it all. He went for everything in the jar. I don't know. Somebody tell him.
What's wrong with you?
Oh, this
You
nigga.
forgot who I am?
Nice. All right, cost us. Went for the big combo. Nice, nice. It cost us. Went for the big combo and it cost us. Good. All right, we can go for the easy combo. All right. Loss on 5 damage. We'll take it. Easy combo. Just keep doing the easy combos. You might have more chances at doing the easy combos if you can play it better. Nice. That man went for a whole 10 hit by the wall. Nice, nice, nice. Oh, good stuff. Good, 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 good. Appreciate it, babe. Well, brought me some food over here. Some nourishment. All right, there we fell into a lot of good traps, right? So those were new things he brought to the table. Or you have to adjust. Not a lot of execution error there. Just that was more of an adaptation that needed to be made. And some of the times, this is why I tell you the two most important things, and why this culminates to be what I feel are the two most important things, is because essentially my adaptation, if I can figure out exactly what it is he wants to do and when he wants to do it, guess what'll happen? All I'll have to worry about is making sure I do the right thing. Nice. All right. Caught him downstairs. Go for the easy combo. Oh. Oh, okay. Good. I thought he was not going to break big. Thought he broke that, but my eyes were confused. Good. Good. I did that for that purpose. I guess it didn't reach far enough. All right, good setup. Didn't mean to do that. We'll take that though. All right. And that was an online setup there. All right. That was a, if you try to punish me too late, I'm going to prepare you setup. Improper punish. improper execution. Now he's alive where he probably should be dead. Kept him alive where he probably should have already been dead. But because I got a 1-2 instead of a giant swing on the wall, execution, that's the kind of stuff we're talking about. We're talking about the difference between him losing, what was arguably 40 damage. The difference between that and losing like 90 damage. Like almost 2 times half the damage cost. Would have put him on the ground. Bad situation. Where he would have been having to do something drastic, make a comeback, or play in exceedingly cautious and solid. In which case, we could have went for anything and possibly killed him. Once again, it is those small errors. Things that don't even look like errors sometimes. Small errors that can cost you everything. Could cost you the whole match. Good. Nice, nice, nice. Well, once again, another small, slight mix-up. Now he's got life where he shouldn't have life. He's got wings where he should be having burial plots. Good. Good. And here we have it. We got a whole situation that just occurred to us. Why? Because we didn't do a combo. A misinput by maybe a couple of frames. A down 4-3. Put us in a situation where we had to go toe-to-toe with some, whatever versions of shenanigans he's going to throw at us, right? When he should have been worried about the shenanigans we were about to put on. Nice, nice, nice. Small things, I'm telling you. 2 or 3 frames change a whole lot. 2 or 3 frames will change a whole lot. All right, Joe. Now let's see if we can pull this back into the reins, right? Where your sound effect? Hey, listen. Your sound effects are where the rest of your bars are at, bro. We can't do that around these airways, bro. Can't give you no replays. We need all the bandwidth for the fight. Good stuff. Oh, an error on his part. Will that come back to haunt him? Nice. what's coming back to haunt me. Yep. Bop, bop. Good. Well, at least I finally punished that jump one time. Didn't believe in it, so then I ain't finished the punish. Oh, I ain't finished the rest of the stream. Keep it simple. Keep it simple. You said, why don't I throw as much? I mean, A, we're not on the best connection, so throwing them to death would not be that fair. And two, I mean, you need to understand how to win without the strengths of your character. Right? If you can't win without the strengths of your character, you're going to be screwed when somebody stops the stuff that you need to win with. Right? Took the easier punish that time because it was far better for me to get that damage than to try to go for the stun punch and get it blocked, right? Nice. This is going to be difficult, right? It's going to be difficult because I'm trying to make sure I do something, but I also have to worry about if I'm going to lag out and not do it on time. I need to make sure that I'm blocking on time with what I need to block on. And sometimes that can be a little difficult online. Nice. Like that definitely was not what I was trying to do. At least not how I did it. Good stuff, good stuff, good stuff. You said you're gonna start doing that much more with King? Yeah, you should, because it makes it it just makes you a better overall Tekken player, right? I learned this a long time ago. Being in Atlanta where most people break throws anyway, well, at least used to, I don't know about nowadays. But back in the day, people used to break throws all the time. Giant swing, shining wizard, all that stuff. I had to learn how to just beat people without throwing. And then back in the day, people had a little bit more, the scene was a little bit more cohesive and understanding of stuff. So, like when we played online, there was like a code, an ethics code. You wouldn't do certain moves online because you knew that the shit was not fair. Like running around doing snake edges and throwing folks to death and doing, you know, cheesy stuff. People just wanted to have honest fights. But that's because this is the first time we ever had online Tekken, right? You end up getting blacklisted or something. And in doing so, it taught me how to fight at the highest levels without actually having to use all of the stuff that, you know, everybody else has to use in order to win. Nice, nice, nice. Now let's see if we can adapt, right? Because every time we run up, he's trying to sway out and try to get us to fall into the trap or getting hit by stuff. Oh, if I could just get the proper punishes, please. But that's my execution. That's my execution. Good stuff. what are we learning here? We also have learned that he likes to swing on hits, right? He likes to challenge. Because we know he likes to challenge, he'll be one that's good to frame trap. Nice. That also means he's probably going to go. He's also going to try to do a whole bunch of fast moves, right? In this situation, I mean, this is somebody who could hear me, but in most situations, this person probably would continue to do the same stuff they've been doing. And there you have a situation where that person was supposed to get a launch. They didn't get it. Now look at them, having to fight with their back to the wall. When this could have already been over, right? This could have already been over when they did their launcher. But they did their launcher at the wrong time, inappropriate time, probably because of the internet, right? Probably because of the internet, didn't get his launcher. Had to fight with his back to the wall, which means he had to start playing crazy. Had to start doing stuff to get away from the wall, try to scare me from fighting him. But then that put him in a situation where he started getting overconfident. He got overconfident, overextended, and ended up paying the price for it, right? Hey, missed input, execution error. Still led to the same outcome, dying. I always tell people, listen, you need to make sure that you can do, I give homework that limits people's ability to do certain stuff with their character and see if they can win.
Exactly.
All right, could have been bad. All right, we got him. Input, and now we're dealing with something we shouldn't have to deal with. A match that should already be over with, we're dealing with a fight. And we lost the fight. We lost the fight because of a misinput. That's what I'm talking about. Hey, appreciate that, Fatel. I mean, but what you just saw was a prime example, right? A prime example of a situation, just lost the whole entire round to one misinput. One misinput. What's going on, Bam? A single misinput lost a whole round, almost a half a life bar of health. right, let's see if we can get him to bring his ass back here. Not ready to punish. That was good. Good stuff, good stuff. All right, caught him trying to come in for too much. He had to make a comeback. He threw it all away. We changed up our reads. We changed up our responses. And we did it in the last round where it matters the most, right? That's the thing about adaptation. Being able to adapt while adapting to what you're supposed to have adapted to. Those are where you hear about the yummy layers of the upper tier players. Those players are doing that constantly. Like every one thing you figure out, they're probably paying attention to how to counter it. And they're going to use that junk against you when you least expect it. When it becomes a thing that you have to be cognizant of your own habits, right? Because not being cognizant of your own habits will definitely doom you to dying to them. It's happened to me several times. Here we go. Should be dead. We could lose this round because he should be dead. Could have lost the round. He should have been dead already. Very easy how these things go down. Small execution errors. Sometimes it's as small as a small step. I mean, just a quick step might be your execution error. Nice. Got me. Hit me with the setup. Hit me with the setup. Tried to hit me with another setup, but we was ready for it. No, nice. Nice. All right, we were able to capitalize that time. We were ready for it. Go for what was easy. I thought I was gonna get him out of that one. Nice. All right, now he's trying to use a lot of confusing techniques to try to get us up out of here by running in and getting anxious. But instead, what we did was we held back, looked for an opening, successful with the counter hit. Now what we used against him is his own stuff, right? He continuously goes low to try to get the little chip damage off. So then we just used that against him to the point where it was a situation where it's like, okay, he can't just constantly be down there. But I'm down there to use that against you. That's the adaptation. And then using while standing 4 as the execution. So when he misses the high move, right? I have the fastest possible thing to punish him for going for highs, right? It might not give me the most damage, but for the situation, it locks me in place to do something safe, to punish, and even in the event that I do a miss input, it leaves me safe and creates a situation where if he tries to overextend, you know, tries to react instead of respond, he will still get ate by a counter hit. And I'm putting very little risk involved, right? These are all the aspects of adaptation and execution that you want to become familiar with. So now let's see how he adapts. Looks like he tried to come in. Caught him with the good stuff. Oh, nice. The sway back. A little too far, and it might get us killed. Yes, it does. The sway back, saving the life. Improper punish. Tries to go for his setup. Didn't work this time. Cost him a lot. Not quite as much. All right, now we're going to start making them really pay for the lows, right? Make them really start paying for the lows. Because as of late, we just been giving them the while standing 4, right? But if we really start making them pay for the lows, then it becomes more of a problem for her to go for, right? So now he's trying to keep us out because he doesn't want to have to deal with our offense. We were prepared that time, got the proper punish, maximum punish we could get besides doing a better combo. Once again, ran up, ready for the lows. Oh, he caught us with the bull jive. Nice breaks. All right, Joe breaking big. That's good. Tried to get out of there. Instead of playing solid and blocking, tried to use the maneuver to win for him. Those mechanics didn't help him. Caught him trying to swing on the way in. Get him to the wall. No, sir. All right. Oh, we did not punish properly. How did that hit us? Input errors. And look at that. We lost the match because of an input error. 2 input errors. One, we blocked and did the while standing 2-2 to be safe. To be safe. Instead of doing the stun punch, we did the while standing 2-2, a frame faster. Guess what? Not to no avail. I don't know if we can blame that on the internet or if we can blame that on not being ready, right? But I was pretty ready. But it's a miss. A bad execution is bad execution, regardless of what the outcome or the reason for it. These matches are very good because they're getting you to see how important small execution errors can be. How much of a tide it can change, right? Because it put us in a situation where, listen, where we were supposed to win, we end up having to be in a defensive stance where we weren't prepared for it, right? We weren't even prepared to be in a defensive stance because we had already done the necessary things we needed to win. But we didn't do them on the proper timing. So because we didn't do them on the proper timing, we end up taking an L. Very subtle how these things can come into play. Nice. Now, that could have been a problem had we messed that up. All right, a little bit of lag right here. Go for the easy mode. Put him in a bad situation. And go ahead and test his nuts. See what he's about. Easy mode. Should have went for the super easy mode and got more damage. Oh, missed the easy mode combo. Why? Because we didn't pay attention to the off axis that we were. Got him. Got him trying to rise up too fast. You remember that Harong situation? The Harong situation where you try to rise up too quick, get hit by the next move. Gotta have precise punishment for each situation. Not being precise with your punishment could lead to your downfall very, very fast. All right, we're gonna do about 2 more matches. I had to go across town and do some electrical work. Joe been doing very well in here today, showing the prowess that he's got over there with that Tek N prowess he's got with Fang Wei, Mr. Buddha himself, staying neck and neck. But he's definitely allowed us to see. He's allowed us to see, just how important these aspects of execution, adaptation, how important they are, right? I know we hear about a lot of concepts about things, but to actually see them in action,
Give me the fucking nuts and the neck. I want it all. The nuts and the neck.
You know what I'm saying? We had to get that one in there for him.
Got him! Got him!
Nice. Joe, why would you do that? See, he tried to go for that side step.
What's wrong with you?
Oh, this
You
nigga.
forgot who I am?
Here we go. Ready for the punish. He needed the sweep. He needed it. He needed the sweep. He needed the parry. Couldn't get neither one. Wouldn't give it to him.
Look at this dude. Wait till you see the. No. Look at the top of his head. Look at his lips.
We gonna manifest.
I y'all know what it is. see if we can capitalize on this last matchup. Oh, that boy Joe pulled the plug on us, bro.
Why are you running? Why are you running?
That man Joe pulled the plug on us, dog.
Oh, hell no!
That man Joe said, man, hell no. He done got jumped. He said, I'm not having it. You're not about to get that shit off on me. Nonetheless, good games, good games. Listen, I hope everybody understood the topic for today on Tek N Talk, the importance of execution, and then getting to see it in real time, actually getting an opportunity to see how it works in your benefit and how it can work against you, and just how fast it can turn the tide of a match just by small errors that we make. Like I said, if you hadn't already, make sure you follow us on Twitter at TKN_house, or follow us on YouTube at TKN House. And make sure, if y'all want to, feel free to donate to the channel. You can donate by hitting either !donate or and clicking the link, or you can go to the Cash App displayed at the bottom and send it directly. We're going to be using all of this stuff to basically, as you all have seen, we've been trying to do some extra stuff with the streams. Coming up tomorrow, I believe, we're going to be bringing back the Mike and Marty show. So be looking for that, as well as be looking out for more Tek N Talks. And Mike on the mic will be there. We'll be having another show where Lord Iceman will be getting in, and it's going to be called Perspectives. We're going to be trying to have guests and whatnot to help join along as we talk about various perspectives on different topics. If you aren't already in the Discord, make sure that you do just that, right? You go get into the Discord. We got question of the day. It always gets heated in there. You know what I'm saying? It's always heated, but it's always good conversation. We've got a lot of general discussion stuff going on in there. We've got a lot of watch parties that we do for various events. Just trying to make a good unit over there for everybody to enjoy themselves, get to know each other. And like we said before, we're going to definitely be doing a lot of new stuff with the channel. Don't be surprised if one day you pop on the screen and Iceman is streaming, right? You know, it might be other people. We're trying to build a network here through the channel, so we could always use your support. Also, make sure you kick it with some of our sponsors, man. You know what I'm saying? Go check us out, tknhouseent.com. Check out the merch. You know, this shirt I got on right now, you can get you one of them bad boys. Also, check out our affiliates. No Round Brown for Poke Chop, Scrub Dojo, that's Average Video Game Joe that we were just playing. Yoshi, we got 404 Esports, and Slim Cat with the Heist series. Also, if you are not aware, I am the Tekken coach for Infinite. So go follow them on all the social media. And if you're familiar with Mike on the mic, you know the slogan, I don't judge, I speak on observations. It's the latest merch we have. You can type judge in the chat. It'll give you a link, and you can go directly there and purchase the shirt. If you're in the Atlanta area, you can pick up some of the Milk Honey Coffee. Flavored cold brews. They go like hotcakes every time they're out. And that's pretty much all we got for you today, man. Listen, it's been a pretty good day. Enjoyed myself. I hope that you were able to learn something. Shout out to everybody that's been in the building. Shout out to the subs, the resubs, the followers, okay? The people who like the raid. I don't even know if any of that stuff happened today, but I'm gonna give you a shout out anyway. Y'all know what it is, man. It's time for me to get the hell up out of here. Go do what I need to do. All right? Realm of the real. Only the real can chill. You know what it is.